Crazy Crab in the house. And today, gonna talk a little bit about the new trailer that just dropped recently, the Episode 9 Star Wars trailer. As a long-time massive Star Wars fan, I have to at least acknowledge this trailer and talk a little bit about my thoughts. But before I get into that, I did want to let everybody know that I do have a new Star Wars album that is now out. It is completed. It is a full parody album with 18 songs, including 8 Christmas songs at the end, kind of a bonus album, and then 10 songs that are all in one way or another deal with Star Wars and are pretty funny. You guys have probably heard most, if not all of these already, because they are on YouTube, and the album can be heard obviously for free on YouTube. So I have a playlist in the description. If you have not already heard some of the songs, you might want to check out that playlist when you get a chance, because there are some funny songs you may not have heard from a long time ago, like a year ago and stuff like that, that I've done, and I've compiled them all onto one album. And I actually have 25 limited edition physical albums as well. If you want to help support the channel and help support Crazy Crab, go to crazycrabentertainment.com, and that should, at the moment, it will forward you to a page where you can buy this album. It's going to be $10 free shipping. If you want to give back to the channel, I'm going to give this free to my patrons. So if you have ever given to me on Patreon, don't worry about buying it. I'm going to make a patron post a little bit later offering this to you all, and I'll send this to you for free. If you are interested in buying it, though, just go to crazycrabentertainment.com and you can purchase it. You can see it has, you can open it up. It has notes. It has linear notes. This is professionally printed. It's got the CD here with the round head Ryan Johnson on the CD. And it is a cool collector's item. I've signed them all and serial numbered them all, so you know that you'll have a rare copy. Obviously, it's not the coolest thing in the world, but if you want to help give back the channel and get something in return, and maybe you got a CD player in your car, you can play it in your car or something like that. Hopefully it brings some kind of value to you. Then go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, feel free to listen to the songs, obviously, on YouTube completely for free, and that helps me out as well. Okay, so that out of the way, and I'm also going to do a commercial, a more formal commercial as well, that I'm going to push on YouTube for my non-subscribers that may want to check out the album as well. But for y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know in a regular video the album is available. Please check it out, crazycrabentertainment.com. Okay, moving on to the trailer. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and play this trailer and just kind of give my thoughts while it goes. I've already seen it, but before I start it, did want to mention a few things. Obviously, right now I'm so down on Star Wars. I'm so disappointed with the whole thing. I pretty much checked out when they put out that cartoon and had Leia slap around Luke and just take the rifle and start just went off like Predator, like she's freaking Rambo now, and Han Solo and Luke Skywalker were made out to be total morons and total idiots. And I know that was just a little cartoon and it wasn't a main movie, but that was kind of the straw that broke the crab's back right there, because that was it for me. After all the Last Jedi, after all the insults, after everything that's happened, after the pansexual Lando, I mean, I could just go on a list of all the things they've done. And I kept saying, I'm about out, I'm about done with this. When they put that cartoon out and I saw that, after everything they've done, after we thought that maybe Kathleen Kennedy wasn't running Lucasfilm anymore, maybe she's just a figurehead, and then they put out that for the young people to see, for the young kids and stuff to see. That's what they're trying to put into their mind, that men are just pathetic losers and women can just beat them up and be complete jerks to them. They made her out to be a complete jerk. Okay, I can use another word too, but I'm not going to use that word towards Princess Leia, because I love Princess Leia. But this version of her was acting like that, and it pissed me off really bad. And so that was when I feel like I was just kind of done with Star Wars. And especially, I'm definitely done with this trilogy, because the trilogy is just, there's no, maybe in the future someday they'll get it together and put out a good movie. I don't know. fine, but this trilogy is not, it's not, I'm already pretty much checked out. But anyway, still out of curiosity, I said I got to check out this trailer. Let's see, try to, give it a fair chance. If it looks good, I'll say it looks good. Doesn't mean I'm going to run out to see the movie, but at least if it looks good, I'll say it looks good. And did it look good? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. In some ways, I didn't like it at all. So I'm going to just run through it here and talk about what I see, and let's see what I can do here. Okay, here we are on YouTube. Let's go ahead and play some of this. I'm gonna turn the volume down. I don't know if it's gonna even show up anyway, but just in case. And here we go. And I'm gonna just kind of pause it and talk through it. I've seen it already, but okay. Already, first of all, the look is cool because it's more The Force Awakens, and I wasn't a huge fan of The Force Awakens, but at this point, after The Last Jedi, yeah, let's go back to The Force Awakens. Let's go back to that look. Let's go back to that feel, because if I'm excited for the movie and going to see it, which I'm not excited for the movie, and as I've explained, I'm already pretty much checked out. Nevertheless, let's just pretend I want this to be a good movie. Well, then this is a good way to go. And obviously, J.J. Abrams is back. No surprise, he's already retconning everything. He's already saying, okay, let's go back to the feel of 7. That's better. Rey looks good, by the way. I don't mean that, like that. I just mean she looks good. She looks more like the Force Awakens Rey. Okay. So here, I don't get all that what Luke is saying, but whatever. Because I think they have no choice, because Luke is dead. Everybody's dead. You killed off everybody, so of course this is her fight. She's the only one left. What else can you do? So they're a little bit of damage control, a little bit of trying to mind screw us here, and it's like, yes, she's the last one. Well, of course she's the last one. You killed everybody. Who's gonna train her? And this guy shows up. She's looking cool, but then I'm thinking she's going to slice that in half. I don't really know, but here we go. The slow motion Matrix flip, which has been copied so many times since the Matrix came out. I'm a huge fan of the Matrix, and I don't mind the Matrix doing it because they're the ones that started that. They're the ones that came up with that cool, jump flips and flying through the air in slow motion stuff that they were able to do because it was in the Matrix. I'm not saying a Jedi, force sensitive person couldn't do those type of movements, but when you slow it down like that and you make it look like the Matrix, it's kind of lame. Then they show a few scenes here. Kylo repairing his mask in the garage. I mean, why couldn't he just get a new mask? They couldn't mass produce him a new mask like that's. But I kind of like it because it's showing again. Let's retcon. Let's just reverse what happened in The Last Jedi. We can't pretend that didn't happen, that the mask didn't get destroyed, but we can fix it. Kylo's the one that destroyed his own mask. It's not like it got destroyed in a battle or something and now he needs to fix it. He destroyed it himself. It was not meant to be put back together. But they're putting it back together because J.J. Abrams didn't want that to happen, because the whole thing is a complete cluster F. Lando sounds great. C-3PO, Leia. I don't know, did they use that same hug from The Force Awakens and change the background? Okay. Then I don't like them using a line that was said in The Last Jedi. And now the Palpatine laugh. Okay, the Palpatine laugh. Like, here's how I feel. A lot of people got excited. I saw people's just eyes light up when they heard that. But the thing about it is, first of all, I'm not a big fan of fan service for the sake of fan service, but I also understand that they've been killing off all the original characters and saying, let the past die, and we're not too happy with that either. So, people may say, well, what do you want? You don't want fan service, but you also don't want them to move on. The thing about it is, they're trying to move on, but they're also trying to give us fan service, and that's why they brought back all those characters and they just killed them off. They treated them like total crap. They didn't give them any respect at all. So I'd rather them not have used them at all and just moved on from it. And I'd been fine with that. I don't like fan service that doesn't even make sense in a story. That's not logical at all. I don't mind bringing back old characters. I love to see old characters if they make sense in the story. Simple as that. And I don't like little callbacks like the whole second half of Solo. Little callbacks and little lines that I don't like because it's not natural. I want the story to flow naturally and believe that this could have happened in a galaxy far, far away. This could have happened, and I increasingly don't believe things could have possibly happened when, as the movies go on, when they put more and more fan service like that. Now, in this case, this doesn't even make sense at all because they've decided to move on from the Emperor and make a new Emperor figure, which was Snoke, and then dumb Rian Johnson came and cut him in half just for a thrill moment, a shock moment, because that's all he wanted to do was shock us at every turn. That's the whole goal of that movie, other than its political agenda. Other than that, it had a political agenda and it had a goal of just shocking us and subverting expectations, which does not make a good movie. It doesn't make a good movie, it doesn't make a good YouTube video, because I can subvert expectations right now. Now that probably subverted your expectations. Did that make it a good video? I don't really think so. So, guys, I'm just saying this feels like you guys that Star Wars has screwed up so much. Now they got to throw us fan service. Now they're going to throw us Palpatine, who's been dead forever. Do you know how long Palpatine's been dead for? He's been dead since Luke was young. Luke is an old man now. We've gone through a whole new regime here. We have now the First Order. We now had Snoke. We now have Kylo. Where's he been? That dude is so old and he's been dead forever. That's like my great-grandpa showing up one day. Whoa, what the freak? I thought you died a long time ago. What's happening here? Why is you're bringing him back? Why? Because simple fan service. Because they're desperate. It's a desperation move. It doesn't make sense for the story. I don't know how he's going to do it. Maybe that laugh. Maybe I'm over analyzing that little laugh because maybe he's not going to show up in person. Maybe he'll be a Force ghost too. Which okay. So far we've only seen, if I'm not mistaken, we've only seen Jedis come back as Force ghosts. Am I mistaken on that? Yeah, Darth Vader came back, but he had turned to good right before he passed away. I don't know of too many evil Sith type characters that have come back as Force ghosts, but maybe he's going to be some kind of a Force ghost. With how strong with the Force he was, but where's he been still? As a Force ghost, where's he been? Where's he been? He hadn't been guiding Snoke. He hadn't been guiding Kylo. I haven't heard him. I haven't heard from him at all. I haven't heard a peep from him. And now he's back? It's just like, come on, guys. Come on with the fan service. You're just desperate now. Don't change things out of desperation. I would recommend to J.J. Abrams, dude, just... Do I mind retconning The Last Jedi? I don't normally like retconning movies in a sequel, or a sequel retconning the previous movie, but in this case, retcon away, because that was some garbage right there. So do what you can to retcon 8 and make a good movie. That's what I would recommend. As I said at the beginning of this video, though, I'm pretty pissed off at Star Wars, and I'm pretty much not planning to see it. The only way I'll see this movie is if it comes out at everybody who I respect. I'm talking about, if Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers comes out and says, he may not see it, but if guys like that come out and say, wow, you guys need to check this movie out, and it starts getting rave reviews, and I see the audience score, which I can't trust the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe I should not trust that, but if in general the hype and everybody who's seen it and all my friends say, you got to see this movie, it is awesome. If that happens, hey, I'll consider going to check it out. It's not about giving the money to Disney. It's about, I don't want to spend my money to go see something that's going to piss me off and I'm going to hate. Why would I do that? It doesn't even make sense. It's not about boycotting and not supporting Disney. What's my $5, $10, $15 going to do? And then who cares? right? It's not about that. It's about saving my money and time, because I don't have the money or the time to go waste on a movie I'm going to hate. And I don't trust Star Wars anymore. So that's the deal. But again, this trailer, hey, I've pretty much went through the whole thing. It's a short little teaser trailer, not much to it. I love the look of Rey now. I love that she's back looking good again. In The Force Awakens, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I just felt like she looked like she'd gained a little extra, I don't know if it was fat or muscle mass, but she looked different. She looked different in The Last Jedi. She looked a little bit, not trying to be mean, but yeah, she looked like she had gained a little bit of weight. Let's just put it that way. So I like her look better here. So that's the situation. Let me know what y'all thought of this trailer. If it changed your mind, if you're excited about Palpatine, and I appreciate y'all checking out the video. If you made it this far, check out crazycrabentertainment.com. It's a website I'm working on right now. It's not even really fully functional. It's just going to redirect you to a place where you can purchase my CD, and you can also hear that for free on YouTube and the playlist below. But if you want to support the channel, think about purchasing that CD. It would be really helpful. I would appreciate it. Free shipping. I'm taking care of the shipping. I'm not making much on these, so I put a lot of time and effort into these, and I got more songs coming out. Don't miss some of my new songs. They're coming soon, and they're going to be really funny and entertaining. So thank you guys so much. Crazy Crab gone.
You done started back doing the things you used to do. I was just chilling, sitting on a hill, when I heard George Lucas getting a whole bunch of bills. You're taking over Star Wars, and that was just fine. I didn't know you was a dumb bitch at the time. Things started going downhill real fast. I started thinking that you wouldn't last. Hey Kathleen, why can't you be